Hello, all of you. Here we begin with the 12th class of partnership. And the last topic in partnership we are doing, that is the death of a partner. So in case of death of a partner, what all happens, that is given in your unit 5. And we are starting that on page number 251. Now listen carefully. We have done admission, we have done retirement. Yesterday we have done combined problems also for admission and retirement. Now when it is the death question, no, it is going to be more easier. The tough part is over. When a person is deceased, you give him his current account, his capital account, his profit till the date of the death, okay, his share of reserves, his goodwill, and then bye-bye. So now the deceased partner's legal heirs, they are called as executors. To executors, you can pay lump sum or you can give in the form of add interest, pay the installment, add interest and pay the installment, like that. I hope you all are getting. Huh? So in exams, generally when it is the case of death of a partner, no, they are not asking you to make all the partners' capital account revaluation and balance sheet. Emphasis is on deceased partner's capital account and his executor's account also. Sorry, just 1 second. 1 second. These are done. So are you getting? Huh? So this is how when a partner is deceased, okay? In that case, most emphasis is on how to calculate the deceased partner's capital account and his executor's account. His executor, we can pay in installment, that I will teach you, okay? So there is nothing new. Goodwill treatment is same. Raise the goodwill in old ratio, A, B, C. C is deceased. Write off the goodwill in A and B. Automatically C will get his credit. The level of the problems, technicality, I have taken in the retirement. I'm literally telling you, retirement ki problem वापस देखो, miss हो गया तो वापस करो, because there I have taught you with rectification, study materials problem and ratio is changed and all. Okay. So let us begin. Yes, joint life policy also one addition to the concept. Now, when a partner is deceased, when a partner is retired, you bring the joint life policy at its surrender value. When a partner is deceased, joint life policy will close. All the partners will get the money. Sometimes for partners, separate policy is taken. So how that treatment is going to be there, he will see. Okay? I'm sharing the screen right now for death of a partner. We are doing this. This was yesterday's last problem we have done. Chalo. Yeah. Give him his capital account, current account, goodwill, share of reserves, revaluation, joint life policy, and share of profit. Share of profit can be given, to the deceased. This is the deceased partner's capital account. Balance brought down, gaining partner, P&L, suspense, reserve, interest on capital. I mean, say you need explanation or clear for this? 1 second. I don't know, your camera is moving or not on the right hand side, because here it is stuck up. Let us look at the capital account we were seeing. Right. Look at the screen and the capital accounts we were seeing for the deceased partner. Share of goodwill you gave, profit share, reserves, interest on capital, revaluation. This side goodwill, drawings, interest on drawings, undistributed losses, revaluation loss, and transfer the amount to deceased partners, executors, and executors will allow. Now listen, when partner is outgoing, I am taking you to the notebook actually to explain you some concept. Please open your booster notes, what we have written for partnership together. Go to your booster notebook. There we are writing one note. I think last everything rectification of errors और वो सब लिखा है. ठीक है. Now, death of a partner. See, when a partner retires, now we tell him, okay, retire on 31st March, take the profits for the whole year. Are you getting, dear students? But when a partner is deceased, it's going to be any time. That is uncertain in the middle of the year. Then, can the retiring, say the deceased partner's legal age, can they ask for share of profit till the death? Yes. It's very difficult. Suppose if a partner is deceased on 1st August 2021. Okay. Then from, this is the date of the death. Then from 1st April to 1st August 21, he should get the profit. April, May, June, and July. 4 months profit you have to give. So either you can give the profit. Write down what I am writing. Profit for current year to be shared. Profit for current year to be shared to deceased partner. Profit for the running year, current year, to be shared to the deceased partner. To the deceased partner in two options. You have two options. Any one of it you can go. First, proportion of sales. Can we do it in sales? 4 months sales is 4 lakh and remaining sales is 8 lakh. So 4:8 ratio you give. Or you give it in the proportion of profit. Or you give it in the proportion of profit. Profit के proportion में दे दो आप. Now, profit मतलब you can say, ma'am, running year it's like August 21 and March 22 where we will take out profit. So many entries, depreciation, interest and all we put annually. How do we take the profit? So proportion of profit for 4 months bracket में based on last year's profit. Goodwill के लिए they'll give no previous year's profit. So take previous year's profit same. Sometimes they'll give that profit increases by 10% and so on. So apply trend. Anyone in the class is feeling, ma'am, पूरा ऊपर से जा रहा नहीं समझ रहा तो वापस पूछो. Have you finished writing this in your boosters? Deceased partner give everything in old ratio. Profit you can derive from the first day of the financial year till the date of the death based on last year's profit or the turnover. ठीक है? Right. Chalo. Next, now I'm going to some examples for this we will take up. Let us take up some examples I have given. Many times these small examples are also asked for 1 marks. तो ये करते हैं अभी. चलो साथ में. X and Y and Z were partners sharing profit and losses in the ratio of 3:2. X died on 31st March. The partnership deed provided the share of profit till date of death on average of the last 3 years profit. Okay, great. They said last 3 years profit का average ले लो and उस हिसाब से you pay them. So we will take the profit. And this partner died on 31st of March. And they are following calendar year. Means their year ending is December 2013-14. See, dear students, Now some very common sense in accounts is, if it is financial year, they'll give like this 13, 14, 14, 15. If they give 13, 14 means it's a calendar year. So can we take out average profit and then can we give 3 months profit to X? Over to your notebooks, routine notebook, booster notebook हो गया, नया टॉपिक लिखो और स्टार्ट करो साथ में. Death of a partner. Death of a partner, we are doing problem 1. Heading likho please. Share of profit. Share of profit to deceased partner based on average profit. Share of the profit to deceased partner based on average profit of last few years given. As they give, so we do. Chalo, let us calculate average profit. Average profit के लिए let us take the total profit of the last 3 years. But they have given the profit of 4 years. So ignore 2013. Directly take 5,000 plus 8,000 plus 9,000. Everyone in the class is clear or not? They said take average profit of last 3 years. So reverse 3 years you should take. How much it is coming? We can do only with 1 year also. But now because they have said take the average, take it. 22,000 divide by 3. 7333. 7333. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 years profit they have given. Okay, even 5,000 we will not take. I hope you are getting. Change karo. 5,000 भी नहीं लेंगे क्यों? Because they have excuse me. They have asked you to take last 3 years. So 8,000, 9,000 and 7,600. Change it. 7,600 plus 8,000 plus 9,000. $24,600 divide by 3. 8,200. अच्छा है, clear है. 8,200. आगे. Now, based on average profit, you have to give 3 months profit to the deceased partner, X. X share of profit is equal to 8,200. 8,200 into, this is 12 months profit. So January, February and March, 3 months profit. And in that also X ka share is 3 by 6, 3:2:1 ratio. So how much you all are getting? 8,200 into 3 by 12 into 3 by 6. 1025 is the share of profit. This is like a working note problem, but nice for the concept, for the beginning. Yes, take out average profit, then take 3 months profit, and in that also 3 by 6. Anyone in the class is feeling, ma'am, any figure is not clear, anything is not clear, ask me. So this was the concept where you're calculating the profit based on the last 3 years profit. Can we give them the profit based on turnover? Answer is yes. For that, the very next problem also we will do. Sure. X, Y, Z were sharing profit and losses. X died on March and the partnership share of profit be estimated, sum calculated on the sales till the date of death by applying the ratio of net profit to sales for last year. Sales for 3 months is given 30,000 and sales and net profit for the last year are given to you. Calculate the share of profit based on the net profit ratio. Did you all read last year's net profit ratio for 12 months profit and 12 months sales? And this time 3 months sales is given to you. So you can calculate easily. Chalo. Problem number 2 we are doing. Last year's sales. Last year's sales is 3,60,000 and last year's net profit is 54,000. So what is the NP ratio? Net profit by sales into 100. Net profit by sales into 100. That is 15%. Last year, the profit margin and sales is 15%. Current year, 3 months sales from January to 31st March. 3 months sales is given to you as 30,000. So 30,000 का net profit कितना है? 30,000 का 15%. How much you all are getting the net profit? 4,500. In that, what is the share of X? You can directly cross multiply. 360 में net profit 54 है तो 30,000 में कितना? 12 months sales, 12 months profit. 3 months sales, how much? You will get the same answer. But in this 4,500 net profit, in this 4,500 net profit, this is the net profit for 3 months. In that X ka share is 3/6. That is 2250. This color is looking good. No, nice handwriting is coming. Are you all following or not? Speed of the class is fine. आप सबको समझ में आ रहा है? चलो. Next problem. These are base building problems. That इतने sales में इतना है तो इतने sales में what is the profit? And in that deceased partner share. Because we need some basis, no, to give the profit in between. चलो. Now goodwill's concept. That's just a revision. A, B, C are partners sharing profit and losses in the ratio. B died. The various years profit and losses are given. A and C decided to share future profits in 3:2. Goodwill is to be valued on 2 years purchase of average profit of 4 years. 4 years. So कौन से 4 years लेंगे? B died on June 18. Yes, so 18 का तो profit नहीं लेंगे ना. For goodwill, we will take the 17's profit. 7. I hope you are getting. 2018 June he died, and the year is ending in December. So you have to take previous 4 years. So 80, 20, 20, and 160. And before that, profit are given to confuse you. So don't take that also. Anyone in the class is having doubt? Take whenever the partner is deceased, uske pehle ke 4 years. A and C decided to share goodwill is to be valued at 2 years purchase of average profit. So either you can raise and write off, or you can calculate the sacrificing ratio also. Oh, sorry. This is the gaining ratio. B died, no. So gaining ratio. Don't know, I'm telling you both because this is again a concept revision. And retirement and death, actually there is no goodwill brought in cash, so it's very easy. Problem number 3. Concept of goodwill in case of death of a partner. Concept of goodwill in case of death of a partner. Sure. First, let us calculate the average profit of last 4 years. So last 4 years, 1 lakh we will leave, dear students, it's running years profit, 80,000 profit, 20,000 loss, 20,000 profit, 1,60,000 profit, divide by 4. 80,000 minus 20 and plus 20 is so nullified, plus 160, 2,40,000 divide by 4. 60,000 is the average profit, and goodwill is average profit into 2 years purchase. 60,000 into 2 years purchase, 1,20,000 is the goodwill. 1,20,000 is the goodwill. Now, what is the old ratio? A, B, and C. Old ratio is 4:3:1. B died, and new ratio for A and C is 3:2. So who is going to continue A and C? They will gain. And who is sacrificing or going? B. So he will take continuing partners debit, outgoing partners credit. So now A is gaining ratio. Write down all of you. I think you all are understanding together with me. A is gaining ratio. New ratio is 3/5. Old ratio is 4/6. 5 6 are 30 LCM. 5 and 30. So you get 6. If you divide 5 by 30, you get 6. 6 into 3, 18. 6 and 30, you get 5. 5 multiplied by 4, 20. So what is this gaining ratio? Gaining ratio. One minute of 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. No, 4/8. Change it. Old ratio is 4/8. 4/8. So 5 8s are 40. Now 5 and 40. So 8, 3 8s are 24. 8 and 5, 5 4s are 20. 4/40. 4/40 is the gaining ratio of A. B's gaining ratio. B का gaining ratio कितना है? B नहीं, sorry, C. B is to retiring. C. 2/5 minus 1/8. 40. 5 8 or 8 16. 8 or 5. So 11/40. So what is the gaining ratio? Anyone in the class who is not following gaining ratio, ask me, unmute करके पूछो. And say you've done enough now this in retirement and all. Gaining ratio for A and C is 4:11. And what is outgoing partner share in goodwill? B share in goodwill 1,20,000 into 3/8. Old ratio. B तो जा रहे हैं ना, तो 120 into 3/8. 45,000. Now, A's capital account debit, C's capital account debit to B's capital account, 45,000. 45,000 into 4 divided by 15, 12,000. 45,000 into 11 divided by 15, 33,000. Nice, clear to all of you? Journal entries clear? Gaining partners debit, outgoing or sacrificing partner credit. Nice problem and nice method. A's gaining ratio B's. I am waiting. कुछ और लिखना है तो आप लिखो, डाउट है तो पूछो. I am here only. We are just revising all the concepts once again, and then we will start with the problems. Chalo. Can I give you another way also here? Second. There's one more way of doing this. Let us try that also. Which one? So much we have applied. Goodwill. Raise in old ratio. Goodwill raise in old ratio 4:3:1 and 1,20,000. 1,20,000, 4:3:1. Raise the goodwill or credit in old ratio to A, B, and C. Make the table, all of you. $1,20,000 into 4/8. 120 into 3/8. 120 divided by 8. 15,000. Now write off the goodwill in new ratio. Goodwill, write off in the new ratio. What is the new ratio? 3:2. किसको नहीं देंगे उसको पहले डैश कर लेना. 120 into 3/5. 72,000 debit. 120 into 2/5. 48,000 debit. Chalo, net effect. 12,000 debit. 45,000 credit and 48 minus 50. 33,000 debit. Is this clear to all of you? Same answer you will get what you get in the gaining ratio. But I feel if you are lacking time in exam, you can make table, and one of the problem I said you can directly write buy goodwill credit में लिख दो, to goodwill debit में लिख दो. So the effect will come correct. Raise the goodwill old ratio, write off in new ratio. Automatically the net effect came in the gaining ratio. The reason I prefer this method more, especially in case of the retirement and death. इसीलिए प्रेफर करते हैं क्योंकि रिटायरमेंट और डेथ में it is, it's not necessary that the always remaining partners will gain. Sorry. They can sacrifice also. ठीक है? Yes. Are you ready now to start with the problems related to death? They are actually very easy, not that jumbo problems what we have done in admission retirement, and 90% chances of asking you to make only the deceased partners account. That's what is there in the study material also. चलो शुरू करते हैं फिर साथ में. I'll share the screen with all of you. Fourth problem is very easy. We are not doing now. I'll give it as homework with answers later. Next, what it is? Sixth problem say I am starting right now. RST were partners sharing profit and losses in the ratio of 5:3:2. Reserve is given, all details are given. T died on 1st May. Now look at this. Period पहले calculate कर लेना from the end of the opening balance sheet, that is the financial year till the 1st May. So how many months? January, February, March and April. 4 months. Yes. Goodwill is valued and machinery is valued, and for the purpose of calculating T, a sum of 21,000 to be paid immediately. Pass the necessary journal entries. Also, are you all getting? Goodwill calculate करना आता है, machinery और ये revaluation है. For the purpose of calculating T share, take last year's share in the profit and 21,000 pay his executors immediately, remaining in 4 installments with interest. Now here you will learn something new, how to prepare executors account. Pass journal entries, also prepare T's capital account and his executors account. Ma'am, revaluation account nahi hai because journal entries hai. Then ma'am, other partners capital account nahi hai. Opening closing balance sheet nahi hai. Chhod do. I mean, say opening balance sheet is there, but you don't have to prepare. So as they say, we are going to do this problem. Sixth problem se shuru karte hain. Yes, in your notebook. I have left in between, wo baad mein dekhenge. Problem number 6. First, I am preparing ledgers to show you the calculations. Because if I start writing the journal entries also, no, wo working to ledger mein hi hoga. So we are preparing the ledger and then I'll make you write the journal entries also. First, prepare R's capital account. Such a beautiful, wonderful space, no? कल का क्लास याद है, एडमिशन भी रिटायरमेंट एक साथ, तो छोटे छोटे टिक 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 अकाउंट्स वी हैव प्रिपेयर्ड. Today we have good space. Make nicely R's capital account. Okay, with opening balance. Start preparing with me. मैं बनाने के बाद आपको कॉपी करने की जरूरत नहीं है, बनाओ. Even current account if you have, put it here only. Ratio याद रखना है RST का 5:3:8. So R's ratio is 5/10. You can write on the top 5/10. Next now. After this, actually, we have to prepare his executor's account. But I am doing working note. After that, we will prepare. No problem. Chalo, working note 1, I am doing for PSRs. PSR की जरूरत नहीं है, old new कुछ है ही नहीं, उसका रेशियो तो लिखा है, तो सीधा goodwill बना लो. Goodwill is valued at 2.5 years purchase of the last 4 years and there is no mistake in the profit. So first, can we calculate average profit of last 4 years? Average profit of the last 4 years, 55,000 plus 50,000 plus 60,000 plus 75,000. 2,40,000. Last 4 years profit divided by 4. 60,000 is the average profit. 1 second. And now goodwill you have to calculate at average profit multiplied by 2.5 years. Correct? 2.5 years average profit. So 60,000 into 2.5. How much is it coming? 60,000 into 2.5. 1,50,000 you are getting. 1,50,000 you are getting goodwill. Is it easy or not? You studied the methods where profits were wrong. यहाँ तो जरूरत ही नहीं है, profit भी correct ही है. Now, we have to give him goodwill's share. So 1,50,000 into 5 by 10. Outgoing partners capital account credit, no. Remaining partners capital account debit, but अब वो जरूरत नहीं है अभी. How much goodwill we are getting? 1,50,000. In that, what is the share of our 5 by 10? 75,000 give him goodwill. His share. Debit other partners, but we are not preparing the account. Now there are 2-3 revaluations. So small revaluation account you can prepare, or while writing the journal entries you can get. So हम छोटा सा revaluation account बना लेंगे. To do it quickly, just a small revaluation account. Start. Machinery is to be valued at 140. What is the value of machinery? 150. Now 140. So 10,000 reduce the value of machinery. Take a pause. Have you formed the beautiful habit, ma'am? Abhi jaake balance sheet mein I have to do the adjustment, then it is super. You have learned partnership thoroughly. Are you getting? Revaluation effect, abhi you want to go and give it in balance sheet. We are not giving here. Why we are not giving here in this? Because the balance sheet they have not asked. But I hope the idea is clear. Patents are valued at 40, but they are valued at 30. So increase the value of patents. 10,000. Leasehold is valued at 1,25,000. Leasehold is 1,25,000 से property की value भी बढ़ा दो. That's it. That's it. So how much is the revaluation profit? 35,000 आ रहा है total. And revaluation profit is coming to 25,000. Super easy. You will, relax and do this class, today's class. No technicality. Only deceased partners capital account is the focus. Chalo. 25,000 is the profit. Revaluation profit. In that, how much is his share? 5 by 10. 25,000 into 5 by 10. So 12,500. De do. Now to give him profit of current period, take last year's profit as base. P&L adjustment account करके लिखते हैं. Last year's profit. What was last year's profit? 75,000. How many months profit you have to give? December is the date and he died on 1st May. T. Arey, tab se I am writing R's capital account. It's T, no. Oh, so the share will also change. Are you all reading the problem or not? My speed is so slow only. बहुत बड़ी मिस्टेक कर दी मैंने. R को deceased कर दिया जबकि T is deceased. Read the problem. And T's ratio is also changing. 3 by 10. ठीक है, सब जगह change करो. 3 by 10. 1,50,000 into 3 by 10. 45,000. 25,000 into 3 by 10. 7,500. Change. Now, 75,000 is last year's profit. For 4 months, it is how much? And in that, T's share is how much? 75,000 is 12 months profit. So 4 months profit is coming 25,000 in calculator. Into deceased partner's share, 7,500. Now correct. That's it. You should give him any reserves are there. Yes, reserve fund is there. They don't know reserve fund. How will you give? 30,000 is the reserve fund. In that 3 by 10. 30,000 into 3 by 10. 9,000 is his share. Yes, that's all. So how much you should transfer to T's executors? See, don't do blunder, dear students. Don't pay anything to T. T is deceased. Whatever you have to pay to his executor. 150 plus 45,000 plus 7,500 plus 7,500 plus 9,000. कहीं गड़बड़ आ रही है टोटल में. रिजर्व फंड इज करेक्ट. 30,000 and क्या आप गलती कर रहे हैं आज हम. I really need to pause now. Sometimes this happens when things are technical we go correct. अरे read the problem all of you with me. मुझे लगता है we'll have to read. RST are partners. T died and T's ratio is 2 by 10. Not 5 by 10, not 3 by 10. अब फिर change करो. Do it. Or do it again if there is too much scratching. I'll wait for all of you. Everything will change. Goodwill. 1,50,000 into 2 by 10. 30,000. Revaluation. सिली मिस्टेक के लिए कोई जगह नहीं है. 5,000. P&L adjustment. 75,000 into 4 by 12 into 2 by 10. 30,000 into 2 by 10. अब देखो 150 plus 30 plus 5,000 plus 5,000 plus 6,000. क्यों गड़बड़ रही? What is the opening capital of T? वो भी गलत लिया हमने. Yes, 75,000 we will take. Change the opening capital also. 75,000. T's capital account, the balance is 75,000. Reserves भी 30,000 में RST का शेयर उसको दे दो. Goodwill is calculated correctly. 150 into 2 by 10. 30,000. Revaluation profit 25,000 into 2 by 10. 5,000. Last year's profit 75,000 into 4 by 12 into 2 by 10. Are you all calculating with me? 30,000 into 2 by 10. Yes. Have we given him everything? $1,21,000 you have to pay to his executors. If you have also done silly mistake like me, do the correction. Just 2 minutes, I'll be back. ये करो, गलतियां सुधारो और पूरे वर्किंग नोट्स चेक करो. Yes. T's capital account is clear. Anyone in the class? Problem was simple, but we took the ratio wrong. Now we have corrected it. Chalo, now last part of the problem I want all of you to read with me. साथ में पढ़ो. ये देखो. Goodwill हो गया, ये हो गया. A sum of 21,000 is to be paid immediately to the executors of the T and balance to be paid in 4 equal half yearly installments together with interest at the rate of 10% per annum. Clear है या नहीं? $21,000 so you pay him immediately. Remaining you pay him in 4 equal installments. So now 6 months installment you'll have to calculate, but there's some nice concept and calculation here. Chalo, साथ में करते हैं. Let us do it together. We'll make T's executors account this time with date. Date के साथ बनाओ, बड़ा ledger बनाओ. Date particulars amount. Date particulars amount. T's executors account. 1st May. What is the date given to you? He died on 1st May 21. So on that day, T's account debit. Are you all getting? T's to DC. So whatever you have to give, transfer it to his executor's account. 1,21,000. Anyone in the class is having doubt? Date, particulars, amount, date. And on the same day, pay him by bank 21,000. 21,000 तभी के तभी दे दो, remaining after 6 months. So 1/11/21. May, June, July, August, September, October. 1/11 को interest account debit to T's executors. T, I should pay you interest. How much interest I should pay? 1 lakh rupees pay. Out of 121, we paid to T's executors 21,000. Now 1 lakh rupees you have used at 10% for 6 months. Everyone in the class is clear? 1 lakh into 10% into 6 by 12. 5,000. T's executors, I have to pay you interest because 1 lakh rupees I have used. Now, after 6 months, 5 plus 6, at the 11th month, when you are paying him installment, 4 half-yearly installments. So, 1 lakh rupees divided by 4. So, 25,000 is installment plus 5,000 interest, 30,000 you will pay. Add the interest, pay the installment. Add. You will learn in this concept ahead in Inter in hire purchase. Add the interest, pay the installment, and so on. Clear to all of you or not? Chale aage. Now, it's time to close it on 31/12 because we are following calendar year. So we all know if interest is paid, interest to executor. If not paid, I mean say interest to bank, sorry. You are adding and then paying by bank. If not paid, at least you have to accrue the interest for 2 months, no? Now, out of 1 lakh, 1 lakh was paid in how many installments? 4. So 75,000 you have to still pay, no? 25 you pay. So 75,000 rupees you are using at 10% for 2 months. What are these 2 months, dear students? November and December. November and December. These are the 2 months. 75,000 into 10% into 2 by 12. 1250. And those who don't understand 75, pick up your calculator. Abhi tak ka pura total kar lo. 121 plus 5,000 minus 21 minus 30,000, 75,000. Whatever I am using to T, I will pay. 75,000 into 10% into 2 by 12. 75,000 into 10% into 2 by 12. 1250. 1250. Okay. Now on 31/12/21, 2 balance carried down. 2 balance carried down. 75,000 is already there, which you have to pay, and 1250. So 76,250. Those who are not getting, you can take it as balancing figure also. Karo kitna aa raha hai total? $127,250 minus 21,000 minus 30,000 minus 76,250. Aya? I am waiting. Anyone in the class is having doubt, ask me. I'll repeat the explanation. If you finish writing, tell me. I'll repeat the explanation for all of you. Out of 121, 21,000. Out of 121, 21,000 is immediately. 1 lakh rupees are used at 10% for 6 months. So 5,000 interest. And 1 lakh rupees you have to pay in 4 installments of 25,000 each plus 5,000 interest. Now this was the story on 111. Next interest will come on 1 May 22. So, but then December you have to accrue the interest now. So 75,000 is remaining because out of 1,25,000 so you paid. On 75, 10% that is 2 by 12. 2 months interest you have calculated. Now, actually they have not asked you for next year, but I want all of you to do it. opening balance 76,250 opening balance. Now on 1st May 22, pay interest. Pay the interest for how many months? 4 months. January, February, March and April. 75,000 into 10% into 4 by 12. Why 4 months? Because 2 months you have already paid earlier. So now 4 months. 75,000 into 10% into 4 by 12. 2,500. 2,500. And now on 1st May, everyone in the class is clear why 4 months? Because 2 months you have already accrued. Now it's time to pay the second installment of 25,000. 1,250 is 2 months interest and 2,500 is, this is 2 months and this is 4 months interest. So 25,000 plus 1,250 plus 2,500. 28,750. 28,750. Anyone in the class is having doubt or all clear? Interest you have credited for 2 months, then 4 months, and now it's time to repay 6 months. Chalo. Again 1,500 ko aa jao. Now interest will be calculated, dear students, on how much? 50,000. 25 you paid on 1/11 last year. 25 you paid now. Again 25. So out of 75, 25 ye pay kar diya na. So now 50. 10%, 6 by 12. From May to November. 50,000 into 10% into 6 divided by 12. 2,500. 2,500. To bank. Pay कर दो अब. 25,000 का one more installment. 25,000 ka one more installment. This is I am doing extra. You have followed till here. And exam में इतना ही करना है. Just I am doing extra. 25,000 one more installment with 2,500 interest. 27,500. Again 31, 12, 22. Time to charge interest. Time to charge interest. How much is left now? Out of 50, 25 you have paid. Only 25,000 is left, 10%. 2 months interest, November and December. 25,000 into 10% into 2 by 12. I am doing this extra, dear students, just to make you practice some nice concept. 417. And on 31, 12, 22, 2 balance carried down. Two balance carried down. Already you have balance carried down only 25,000 last installment, which you are going to pay in the next May, plus 417. So 25,417. Karo. Or you can take it as balancing figure. 76,250. I am calculating this side's total. 2,500, 2,400, 417. 81,667 minus 28,750 minus 27,500. You're getting the total tax. हो गया. Journal entries I'll make you write, but the problem is over and it's very easy. Yes or no? T's capital account be prepared and T's executor's account. Check the whole account and ask your doubt. 1st May से you start paying 21,000. Next installment is 111. So 1 lakh you have used, so you have to pay interest for 6 months. हो गया? And pay 25 principal plus 5,000 interest. Now still 75 you have to pay. You are going to pay on next May. So at least November and December interest you will accrue and carry forward. Again January to April 4 months interest and pay 6 months. Again due and so on. Chalo. Let us write journal entries. So very good practice to write journal entries. बहुत सारे problems में हमने नहीं लिखे तो अभी हम लिखेंगे journal entries. Only related to T's, share and all. Very quickly make the format please. Date, particulars, debit amount, credit amount. Full page. Date, particulars, debit amount, credit. Okay, look at T's capital account and one entry you have to pass. First you are giving him what? Goodwill. So I have written buy goodwill, but 30,000 goodwill आप उसको कैसे दोगे? 30,000 goodwill. Who will give him? The other two partners will give, no? 30,000 goodwill. R and S will give. R and S capital account debit 30,000 to T's capital account 30,000. Goodwill first you give him. Goodwill. Next what you are giving him? Revaluation profit and P&L adjustment 5,000. So revaluation के लिए you will have to pass all the entries. कहाँ वैल्यू बढ़ा रहे कहाँ कम कर रहे हैं? पेटेंट एंड प्रॉपर्टी यू आर इंक्रीजिंग 10 and 25. Patent account debit you are increasing the value. Property you are increasing the value. Don't do all debit credit एक साथ. To revaluation account 35,000. Bring it. Increase the value of property, increase the value of patent and bring it. And then revaluation account debit. Are you able to maintain speed and write with me? Revaluation account debit to plant and machinery. You have reduced the value. Now revaluation credit and revaluation debit. So revaluation account debit 25,000. Give the profit to all the partners. RST. I know we are preparing T's account, but revaluation के तो पूरे entries pass होते हैं. 25,000 into 5 by 10. 25,000 into 3 by 10. And 5,000. 25,000 into 2 by 10. 5:3:2 ratio. Is my speed fine? चलेगा आप भी अगर revaluation account अभी brief में लिख रहे हैं, no problem. चलो. After revaluation profit, we will give him routine years profit. 5,000. 5,000 profit we will give. और reserves कितना देना है? 6,000. P&L adjustment account debit to T's capital account 5,000. General reserve account debit to T's capital account 6,000. There is no current account. If current account is there, bring that also here. Current account है तो उसको भी यहाँ लेके आ जाओ. चलो. That's all. Now T's capital account debit to T's executors account. Did I pass this entry? T का कैपिटल अकाउंट डेबिट करो, उसका एग्जीक्यूटर क्रेडिट करो. Immediately T's executor's account debit to bank. T के एग्जीक्यूटर को बैंक से पे कर दो. And now, just exactly look at the screen. We are doing this now. 21,000. Again 5,000. Interest will accrue on 1/11/21. Interest is my expense to T's executors. 5,000 interest I have to pay. 5,000 interest I have to pay to T's executors. And on the same day, T's executors account debit to bank. 30,000 I have paid. 5,000 interest and 25,000 principal. Again on 31/12/21. Interest account debit to T's executors 1250. That's it. No journal entry we need for the balance carried down. Huh? Balance carry. एक ही problem किया हमने last 45 minutes I took, but it's very nice. This is the most in depth. बाकी अब इससे भी और easy है. Yes. Please scroll the whole ledger. I am here only in the class. I am waiting. आप पूरे ledger scroll करो and calculations and watch the journal entry also and tell me if you have any doubt. कोई भी doubt है तो पूछो. If they ask you to write journal entries, whatever you have done in the capital account, you will give. Okay? Anyone in the class who has not followed interest calculation? Whatever money you are using, 75 calculate, 50 calculate, 25 calculate, like that. Okay? Right. So we'll take a break of 5 minutes, assemble back quickly, and we'll continue with some more simple problems. Yes. Before we go to the next problem after a break, listen all of you. In T's executor's account, look the way I have written. Have you written all this in brackets? Exam में भी लिखना है. Don't just calculate directly in calculator and write. No. ठीक है? Journal entries are clear. Okay, chalo. Next problem now we are doing. Sixth problem we have completed right now. Seventh problem we are doing. Aarti, Bharti and Seema are partners in the firm sharing profit and losses, and all the other details are given to you. For March, Bharti died on 30 June. Immediately 3 months profit she will get. Capital of the firm. Bharti is which partner? Middle partner. Profit sharing ratio correctly lena hai. Capital to her credit and interest thereon at 10%. Her proportionate share of reserves, her share of profit for intervening period will be based on the sales during that period. Sales was calculated 120 and the rate of profit during the past 3 years is 10%. Goodwill according to her share is taken twice the amount of average profit of the amount of the profit of the last 3 years less 20%. Okay. You have to do average करके less 20%. Twice the amount of the average profit you calculate and then reduce it by 20% to take goodwill. And average of the last 3 years profit is given to you. Investments were sold at par and her executors were paid out full. So this time, no interest and all. I told you, I always take tough things, technical things first. Ho gaya. T's executors, such a huge account we had prepared. Prepare Bharti's capital account and his executor's account. Executor's account will be like 2 lines. Whatever is due, you will pay him immediately. We'll give reserves also. And what is Bharti's ratio, please? 2/6. वो भी याद रखना है आपको. This time no ledgers are asked, so we'll not prepare any ledgers. We will start directly. Ledgers बनाने की जरूरत नहीं है, साथ में शुरू करते हैं. Problem number 7. So ledgers बनाएंगे. Sorry, journal entries are not required. B's capital account. B's capital account. Opening balance. Opening balance of capital account is 12,000. And what is the ratio of B? 2/6. Give general reserve 12,000 into 2/6. 12,000 into 2/6. General reserve is 12,000 into 2/6 दे दो. Now, on capital you have to pay interest also. So interest on capital will be 12,000 and interest is to be paid at 10%. For how many months? 3 months. Balance sheet is given for March and deceased on June. April, May, June. 3 months. 12,000 into 10% into 3/12. Are you all writing with me? It's a super easy, just 5 minutes problem. General reserve we have given, interest on capital we are giving only for 3 months. Next, share of the profit based on sales during that period and the rate of the profit for the last year is given. So we always give the profit with P&L adjustment account. Before and only we are giving the profit based on the turnover. What is the turnover? 1,20,000 is the turnover of sales for this period was 120 and profit is 10%. So it's coming to 12,000. See, listen all of you, read the language. वापस से पढ़ो. मैं भी फिर से पढ़ती हूँ, आप भी पढ़ो. Third point, the share of profit for intervening period is sales during that period. Sales during that period is 120 into 10%, so 12,000. And 12,000 into 2/6. I hope you all are getting. 12,000 to आपका, it's the profit for 3 months. In that, what is B share? 2/6. That is coming to 4,000. Next, goodwill. So goodwill के लिए we will make working note 1. Goodwill, first you have to take average profit. How many years average profit you will take? Last 3 years. 8,200 plus 9,000 plus 9,800. 27,000 by 3, 9,000. 9,000 is the average profit. Goodwill according to share of profit to be calculated by taking twice the amount of profits. Oh, it's not average profit. Twice the amount of total profits of the last 3 years. So last 3 years total profit. Read the language. Goodwill according to share of the profit is taken twice the amount of the profit of the last 3 years. We generally take average, no, we are used to. So last 3 years profit और उसको multiplied by 2 करो. 27,000 into 2. So you are getting 54,000 less 20%. less 20% of this, 10,800. So you are getting goodwill as 43,200. Goodwill as 43,200. They said take the profits of 3 years, multiply by 2, minus 20%, calculate goodwill 43,200. 43,200 is goodwill. In that, what is his share? B's share you have to give. But in the gaining ratio, so we will calculate the gaining ratio. Have they given the old ratio of A, B and S? What is the ratio? 3:2:1. After B is going, have they given the new ratio? No. So they will A and S. They will share it in the ratio of 3:1. So old ratio, new ratio and gaining ratio will be same. New ratio is equal to gaining ratio. Everyone in the class is clear? Because between A and S, the ratio is not changing. Now, what is B's share in goodwill? 43,200 में B का share कितना है? 14,400. Give it. A is going to gain. S is going to gain 2 B's capital account, 14,400 into 3/4, 10,800. 14,400 divided by 4, 3,600. Take your time. Goodwill calculation to easy hai na, as they said we did. Then outgoing partners share, give it to him, and gaining partners will debit it in sacrificing ratio. Ma'am, मुझे ये नहीं समझा. So the third problem in the debts, I have made that table. Raise 43,200 in 3:2:1. Write off in 3:1, you'll get the same answer. Shall we post it? 14,800, 10,800. B is credited and A's capital account debited, working note 1. C's capital account debited. C को भी डेबिट करो. अच्छा है, क्लियर है? चलो, now it's time to pay to B's executor. See, have that checklist. Give capital, give reserves, give interest, give profit, give goodwill. These are the routine things. If there is current account on credit side, add. On debit side, minus. Chalo, total karo. 12,000 plus 4,000 plus 300 plus 4,000. When I say do the total, are you all doing the total? Not getting much answers in the chat box. 34,700. 34,700. Just look at the time, 10 minutes. 34,700 we have to pay to his executors, and they have asked you to make executors account. So make T's executors account. अरे भाई T हो गया ना, T तो गया B. By B's capital account 34,700 and to bank 34,700. One line over and out. T को दे दो executors account में 34,700. 34,700. चलें आगे. Anyone wants to cross check these executors? How did you get 30 for 700? Then check it. Check करो. Clear है? It was very easy or not? Let us do. Sometimes we like, no, after doing all this, it's good to do small, easy problems. Chalo. Let us take up the next problem. 8th problem. They and Nay were partners in the partnership, and their accounts is having calendar year ending. Okay, chalo, good. It's a calendar year ending. Now, the share of the profits were half and 1/3. One second. Half and 1/3. So we can make it equal, half and 1/3. I'll show you how. And carry it to reserves 1/6. That in the event of that, his executors will get capital, his proportionate share based on average profit of last 3 years, his share of goodwill based on average profit of 3 years. Acha, profit be 3 years, average be 3 years. And who is going out? The profit for the last 3 years is given May date. Show the ends account calculation. Share of profit, share of goodwill drop May's executors account as would appear in the firm's ledger, transferring the amount to loan account. Now this line is tricky. Instead of capital account, prepare May's executor's account and give him everything, and then transfer everything to his loan account. Don't maintain executor's account. There are reserves also. Are you reading the problem? If you feel my speed is more, pause and read and then continue. Reading में गलती हुई ना, तभी हमने profit sharing ratio गलत लिया. And ratios I'll tell you. So you just have to calculate share of profit, share of goodwill, draw his executor's account and transfer to loan account. A very simple, you can say 5-6 marks problems, and not more than 10 minutes we are going to take for this. 8th problem in class now. Problem number 8. Yes, you can start with working note because they have only asked you to do all the working. So we want now last year's profit. Last 3 years profit से average profit निकालो. Last 3 years profit is given to you. Pick up your calculators और या फिर लिख लो ना, 2 मिनट लगेगा. 42,000, 39,000, 45,000 divided by 3. 42,000 plus 39,000 plus 45,000 divided by 3. So the average profit is coming to 14,000. Now, give him the share of profit. अच्छा, for that May's और उसका share of profit निकालना पड़ेगा ना. B and N are sharing the profit in half and 1/3. So can we multiply it by 6 in both the cases? Half or 1/3, तो 3:2 है तो 3/5, 2/5 लेते हैं ना. So you multiply it by common factor. So you are getting here 3 and you are getting here 2. Half and 1/3 is looking complicated because you need proper ratio, no? 3/5 and 2/5. So can we multiply by common, जिससे वो commonly divide होंगे. If you multiply by 2, ये divide नहीं होगा. If you multiply by 3, ये नहीं होगा. So multiply by 6. Now, what is Nay's share in profit? Nays share in profit. Average profit 14,000. And now how much profit you have to give? These details were given in December and N died on 1st May. So 14,000 into 4 by 12. 4 months profit. If you want, you write the date. 1st May. And in that, what is Nay's share? 2 by 5. 14,000. Average profit was coming to how much? 1 second. 42,000 plus 39,000 plus 45,000 divided by 3. Average profit is not coming to 14. No, average profit is coming to 42. And then 4 months profit will take. Change it. Average profit is 42. Average profit is 42. Correct it. 42,000 into 4 months profit into 2 by 5. Up karo. 5,600. And take your profit 5,600. And now goodwill. Working note 2. Goodwill. Read the problem carefully. गुडविल के लिए आपको क्या दिया है? Goodwill based on 3 years purchase of the average profit of 3 years. Goodwill is equal to average profit into 3 years. So 42,000 into 3. 42,000 into 3. Same. कितने confusing वही figures हैं. Average profit is 42 because we divided by 3. Now multiplied by 3. So goodwill is coming 126. In that N's share. 126 into 2 by 5. 50,400. And this time only 2 partners are there. So no gaining, sacrificing. Usko de do uska share. Obviously the other partner will give. Yes. Anyone is having any doubt in working note 1? Calculation of the PSR 3:2 is clear. Whenever 1/4, 1/3 is given, you can correct it like this. Chalo. Now they have asked you to prepare directly N's executor's account. So N's executor's weight, we will give you all one by one. First, we will give you capital. N's capital. N का पूरा capital दे दो 60,000. N's capital you give. Reserves. How much is reserves? 30,000 into 2 by 5. 30,000 into 2 by 5. Reserves दे दो. Now give P&L adjustment. Working note 1. His share of profit. Now give goodwill. Goodwill was 50,400. And by P's capital account. B's capital account because there are 2 partners, so he will take his goodwill. Or kuch? No. So now whatever is there, N is saying transfer to my loan account. If you don't have money to pay me, transfer to my loan account because they have said like that. Okay. Not even 10 minutes. Check the whole problem and check properly. 2 minutes, just I'll be back. Yes. Ends executor's account is easy and very clear. Put some messages you all are following or not. Death of the partner. First question was easy, but interest calculation was there. So now your mindset should be clear. Whenever they ask you deceased partner's executor's account, give him share of profit, give him reserves, give him goodwill, and what else we have given him? Share of profit, reserves, goodwill, yeah. Current account, capital account, whatever balances are there. Okay. Chalo, let us go to the next problem now. Ninth problem. Following is the balance sheet. This time you have the capital accounts also, the current accounts also. Okay. Current account or capital account dono hai. Reserves are also there. And last year's profit is not distributed. Last year's profit generally we added to the current account if capital and current accounts are there. But they have kept last year's profit also. So ठीक है. B died. His account is to be settled. For 2021, proportionate profit of 20 should be taken. But 20's profit is wrong. In 20, a bad debt of 2000 is to be adjusted. So last year's profit, 2020's profit, 14,000 May, you missed adjusting one bad debt, adjust it and then take it. The profit for 2019, 18 and 17 are given. Goodwill need not be kept in books. Calculate goodwill 3 times of the average of the 4 years and calculate amount payable to be. Show necessary ledger account of partners and other detailed calculations. Just current account and capital account we will prepare for all the partners. Current account and the capital accounts we will prepare for all the partners. Many times in the exam, if they say no, just route one goodwill entry through the capital account. Otherwise, it will be same. And partner who is going, uska to current account we close kar dena hai. In this problem is very easy, but here concentrate what will come in the capital account and what will come in the current account. No revaluation and no balance sheet. Chalo, make the ledgers. 2 seconds there. T-format ledgers banao. Just prepare the capital accounts and the current accounts. Generally, if nothing given goodwill, we can take in the capital current accounts. B died and their PSRs are given. I hope this is clear. Last year ki reserves may B will get share and last year's profit first correct it and then give the share to B. No need to prepare balance sheet and all. Problem number 9. partners capital account. Who all are the partners and we'll prepare their capital account small, कुछ ज़्यादा नहीं रहेगा. अच्छा yeah, it will be there for B ना, B का ही बड़ा होगा. We'll transfer everything for B from current to capital account and we'll close the capital account. A, B, C, A, B, C. Partners capital account. Next is partners current account. वो भी बनाओ, half a page. चलो, start writing the opening balances carefully, dear students. साथ में करो. I am reading and writing. You all also write down current account. 4,000, 3,000, and 1,000. The first problem in debt we are doing all partners capital account. Generally, they don't ask. Okay. Capital account 16,000, 12,000, and 10,000. Nice. So opening balances are clear. Chalo, now we'll route all major entries through current account first. B is going out. Reserves, give it to old partners, old ratio, which is 3:2:1. And this is 18,000. 6,000, 12,000. नहीं, ज़्यादा दे दिया. 18,000 divided by 6. Okay, so 3,000. 6,000 and 9,000. Check. Is the total coming to 18? Answer is yes. Reserves. Profit. Last year's profit is wrong. 6,000 plus 14,000 minus 2,000 bed debt you had missed. So put it and 18,000 you divide by 6. Again. 9,000, 6,000, 3,000. Last year's profit and loss also give it to old partners, old ratio. Now, anyone in the class is having doubt? Last year's reserve I have given, last year's profit not distributed. Now it's time to distribute, but don't distribute 20. There's a mistake. So correct करो और फिर करो. और क्या है? B died, his account is settled and proportionate profit of 2020 is taken. Okay, balance sheet is given. Now you have to give the share of profit. Share of profit के लिए leave some lines and make working note 1. Share of profit for B. What is last year's corrected profit? 14,000 was last year's profit. In that 2,000 was mistake for bad debt. So 12,000. Now in this 12,000 last year's profit, how many months profit you want to give to B? B died in March and balance sheet is given December. Aap check karo. I'm waiting. My left hand is on my question. Balance sheet is December and B died in March. So last year's 3 months profit is 3 by 12. In that, what is B share? 2 by 6. 12,000 into 3 by 12 into 2 by 6. How much you are getting? 1,000. 1,000 you are getting. 12,000 into 3 by 12 into 2 by 6. Share of the profit. 1,000. किसको दे देंगे? B. Clear to all of you or not? 1000 is the profit, give it to B. Now, his account is settled. Bad debt we have done. Goodwill calculation. Chalo. 3 times average profit of the 4 years. So last 4 years profit is given. First you calculate the average profit of 4 years. 4 years average profit. Last year's profit also you have to take a 4 years profit. Please check the date. 2020 के पहले they have given you 19, 18, 17. Ma'am, only 3 years profit is given. So 20 last year's profit हो गया ना, last year's balance sheet. Now to the deceased is in March 21. So 12,000 profit you should take for 2020 corrected profit. 2019 कितना प्रॉफिट लोगे आप? 16,000. 2018 20,000. 2017 12,000. $12,000 plus 16,000 plus 20,000 plus 12,000 divide by 4. 60,000 divide by 4. See, only mistake in the class, routine chalo tab tak pehle average profit aap nikalo, and I go around in the class. And if I say take out the average profit, literally they take here 14,000. And don't just take bluntly average profit of 3 years. Read the language. They said 4 years. Ma'am, 4 years kaise kare? So balance sheet is 1 year and before that 3 years. And balance sheet profit, correct it. Take last year's profit 14,000. Uske pehle ka profit 6,000. Don't take that. Yes. So like this. Anyone in the class is having doubt for this 12,000? Then ask me. Pucho. Sure. So you all got average profit. Now goodwill. Three times. Average profit multiplied by 3. 15,000 into 3, 45,000 is the goodwill. 45,000 is the goodwill. You can make the table और उससे भी shortcut चलते हैं. Goodwill का working note खत्म हो गया. Clear है? No need to do that gaining ratio, sacrificing ratio and table. Or be easy method. Raise the goodwill in old ratio. 3:2:1. 45,000 into 3 by 6. 22,500. 45,000 divided by 6. 7,500. 15,000. Goodwill. आया है नहीं आप सबको? And now write off the goodwill in new ratio. B को छोड़ दो. How much is goodwill actually? Amount कितना है goodwill का? अभी हमने कैलकुलेट किया ना, कितना आया? 45,000. हाँ. Write it off in the new ratio. What is new ratio? Same as old ratio and same as gaining ratio. 3:1. 45,000 into 3 by 4. 33,750. 45,000 का 1/4. 11,250. Super clear. Goodwill entry can be routed through capital account also because it's one of the major entry. Rest all will come here. I have routed it through current account. I'll give a note for it. Anyone in the class is having doubt, raise the goodwill write-off, give reserves. Now last one more adjustment is there for joint life policy. Yes, I want all of you to read. मेरे साथ पढ़ो. There's something new. Joint life policy is appearing in the balance sheet. So this is which method now? Third. I told you, no? Joint life treated as expense, now income. Treated as drawings, take it in the capital. Treated as asset. Now, a policy is taken on joint life for 35,000. Premium of 2,000 is paid in February. This is the balance in January. December का balance sheet है. February में 2,000 पे किया, and on maturity you are getting 35. So just like asset account, prepare the account. Working note 3. Joint life policy account. Joint life policy account. छोटा सा. Opening balance on 1st of January. How much is the joint life policy? 6,000. Again on 1st February, you paid more premium. Read the problem, 4th line below balance sheet. 2,000 premium is paid. And now by bank. By bank. 35,000 आ गए from the joint life policy. So what is the profit which will go to partners? Current account. If they give, take joint life policy in the capital account, take. Otherwise, take it in the current account. 35,000 minus 8,000. 27,000. Give it to all the old partners in old ratio. Give it to all the old partners in old ratio. दे दो. आपको समझा? In January, joint life policy was 6,000. In February, 2,000 more paid. And by bank, 35. You realize, so 27 is the profit. Give it to old partners, old ratio. By joint life policy, working note 3. 27,000 divided by 6, 1 by 6. 4,500, uska double 9,000. 4,500 into 3, 13,500. 13,500. Nice and clear to all of you. Joint life policy treatment is something unique, very easy but unique. Is that clear to all of you? Yes, chalo. Now, it's time to settle first B's account. Transfer it to B's capital account. B को current account में कितना balance आ रहा है? Total करो. 3,000 plus 6,000 plus 6,000 plus 1,000 plus 15,000 plus 9,000. 40,000. In the current account, the balance is coming 40,000 and transfer it to capital account. By B's current account, 40,000 and pay off. His account is settled and paid. Read balance sheet के नीचे first line. I'm waiting. Go and read. B died and his accountant settled and paid. B को pay कर दो 52,000. Bye bye. B means his executors, but finish off. Now balance the remaining current account. You all do the totals of current account and write. I'll give you a note also. How much is the total? Yes, waiting for the answer. Current account of A is coming to how much? Current account of A. 4,000 plus 9,000 plus 9,000 plus 22,500 plus 13,500 minus 33,750. 24,250. Closing balance carried forward. For the other two partners, the closing balance will be carried forward. 24,250. अब totals बाद में लिख लेंगे, इसको close करते हैं. 1,000. C का total कर रही हूं मैं. Plus 3,000. Plus 3,000. Plus 7,500. Plus 4,500. Minus 11,250. 7,750. Other two partners' capital account just carried forward. And what is the closing balance of the capital? Same. 16 and 10. 16 and 10. Just carried forward. Correct. Is this way of solving the problem clear? If capital and current account is there, post all the entries in the current account. From current account, take it to the capital account and close B's capital account first. Close B's capital account first. And then remaining you can, closing balance you can carry forward. Okay. I want all of you to write a note here, please. एक नोट लिखो, सब लोग लिखो प्लीज नोट. If mentioned in exam, alternatively, goodwill and JLP entry, goodwill and JLP entry can be routed through capital accounts. If mentioned in exam, alternatively, goodwill and JLP entry can be routed through capital accounts. Then only the balances will change. Internal balances will change. आप नीचे लिखो या ऊपर लिखो, answer will come same. Generally, they are clarifying. Did you all understand these problems? Goodwill, JLP. JLP's concept was very nice. Please look at the working note 3. Yeah. Working note 3 only I am showing and I will explain also. Pehle aap likh lo. Anyone has missed, write it down and then I'll explain. Finish writing. JLP in opening balance sheet में दिया है, it's an asset की तरह. So it's given like an asset. Whenever you pay premium JLP to bank. Now, JLP to bank again 2,000. Now, by bank you have realized 35,000. So against 8 you have got 35. So 27,000 is the profit. Give it to old partners, old ratio. There's one more concept in the JLP, only in case of death. Death nahi hai, but that I will teach you in the next class. Okay? That I will teach you in the next class. Yeah, this one is also nice. With the limit, it is changing. Okay. Finished? Anyone is having any doubt in this problem? Otherwise, I want to go reverse now. We have completed till 9th. 10th onwards, JLP's concept ke saath, I will take it in the next class. So 9th we have done, 8th we have done, 7th we have done, 6th we have done. 5th ek baki hai na? 5th problem we have not done. Okay, it is preparing all the full accounts just for practice. We will take it in the next class. 4th is homework for today. Following is the balance sheet of V, Fishy and Co. Take it as homework, please. 4th sum. I'm giving all the answers and please show me in the next class. It's answers I'm giving because there is time constraint. But no one should just copy the answers actually. एक जगह लिख के रखो, on your own do it and check. No, be diet. Last part now. Assets were revalued, that you can do. Goodwill was valued at 3,000 and Bush was to be credited without using a goodwill. So same, 3,000, raise the goodwill in old ratio, write off in new ratio. 1,000 were to paid away to executors of the deceased partner. So 1,000 you pay off immediately. and remaining you will carry forward in the name of Bush executors account. So you have to prepare revaluation account and capital account. Which account would be debited and which account would be credited if provision for bad debt in balance sheet is found unnecessary. What's the nature of provision? Credit. And if you don't want, what will you do? Debit. Provision, debit. Provision account, yeah. Provision account, debit. Revaluation account, credit. It's a profit. This is an extra option. Don't work it here. Huh? Revaluation mein mat lena. Revaluation is only this first one. As an extra option, they have asked that if provision is not required, debit the provision, credit the revaluation, that you should write in answer. Write down the answer now very quickly. Revaluation profit will come 150. Revaluation profit will come 150. Just revaluation account and partners capital account. Stopwatch laga ke tell me, you should not take more than 10 minutes. Finally, M's capital is coming 4150. S capital is coming 4150. And B ko you are paying 5050 and 1000. 1000 out of this. 5050. Remaining you will transfer to his executor's account. If you are not getting anything in the fourth problem, message me. Just look at today's class. Don't see the number of problems. आज तो कभी हम 2 ही करते हैं और आज हमने इतने सारे कर लिए because this was very easy. Finish writing all answers and all. Don't prepare balance sheet. Just prepare the revaluation account and partners capital account and comment on this. Okay? Right. So that's all for today. Boosters में कुछ नया नहीं है retirement में. Only that share of profit you can give based on last year's or goodwill. But did you understand? आज goodwill we have done so nicely. Take 3 years profit and then reduce it by 20%. As they say, so you do. Now that grip should come for goodwill and all. Okay? We will continue this death of the partner in next class. There is one concept of separate policy. Joint life policy, 4 methods, read and come. With separate policy, I will combine and I will take up the problems in the next class. Okay? Right, anyone is having any doubt or any working missed out in today's class? B, N, A, B, C जो भी किए हैं या कहीं पे कोई calculation नहीं समझा तो ask me. No? All clear? Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye. See you all in the next class.